Virgo, it's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting April 26th, 2021. And just a quick heads up for all y'all out there. Remember that the weekly astrology actually got a video of its very own because a full moon T-square Uranus, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn is just way too much to give the TLDR baby treatment. So if you are interested in checking that out, you all just got to go to the link in the down bar below, or go to my main channel page and look at the top of the horoscopes playlist. It'll be right there. I do also want to remind everyone that you should be checking your rising and your moon sign horoscopes, right? The rising sign gives you clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope shows up, and your moon sign horoscope is going to give you the B-plot or the subplot, the other story of this week. And you can generate a chart anywhere for free on the internet in order to find that out with your birth date, time, and location of birth. So, boom, get to it. No excuses. So what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes this week, you've got the Five of Wands upright. And without putting it lightly, this week is going to feel fairly chaotic in a lot of ways, because you're going to be noticing that a lot of areas of your life, a lot of external circumstances, maybe kind of jumping in or competing with a lot of your own personal goals, personal aspirations, personal story, personal journey. And you're going to need to pay attention to what is going on here, because with the Five of Wands, sometimes this can show up from places we don't expect them. Whether it's people trying to maybe worm their way in, get a free ride. Maybe it's competition. Maybe it's, getting a bit of pushback, a bit of blowback, or maybe even with the Five of Wands upright, you needing to actually lay down the law when it comes to a situation where there has been maybe a lot of pressure unduly imposed on you to be able to satisfy something that, you don't need to satisfy. You're under no obligation to satisfy. In a lot of cases with the Five of Wands, the hecticness, the craziness can be controlled, but we do need to be okay with, once again, throwing our weight around as well so we don't get caught up in the chaos. As we get on to your material shifts, when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, however, we've got the Three of Cups upright. And it looks like you're actually doing fairly well for yourself when it comes to money and business. In fact, multiple projects, multiple income avenues, multiple roles are actually starting to show their quality this week. I'm actually seeing you getting several major accomplishments underway, maybe even completed this week. The Three of Cups is indicating that you are getting a great deal of material and social support in order to make this happen. The Three of Cups is also indicating a lot of existing income avenues that you have are all starting to actually flow more money and more resources, whatever is needed, your way during this week. And so it's important to pay attention to, how much is coming through here, because it looks like a lot of things that seemed maybe too small to have a big payoff are suddenly paying out big. As we get on to your communications, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Page of Wands upright, and it does look like there is going to be some kind of invitation or precipitating event that actually sets you off en route to a completely new destination. When I talk about a new destination, yes, this could be a new social destination, maybe even a new living situation, a new work situation, or possibly just something that has to do, again, with your own personal journey, your own personal story. In a lot of cases, I feel like this could be a physical destination, something that you may consider to be a new home, a home away from home, again, new job, new workspace, new spiritual sacred space, or possibly even a new social hub. The Page of Wands is an invitation that you do want to pay attention to, however, because it is showing you where the action is and where the action is going to be as you are evolving out of the space or locus that you are in right now. As we get on to your challenge this week, you do have the Chariot card upright. And with the Chariot card upright, I am seeing, yes, there is a need to pay attention to where you can't be afraid to throw your weight around, and you can't be afraid to actually let somebody feel your power. And when we talk about letting somebody feel our power, I'm not talking about anything that we are doing in a vulgar way or an arrogant way or an abusive way or an errant way. But with the Chariot card upright, it is about not just standing in our empowerment, but being our empowerment. You're rising to a lot of social prominence this week, Virgo. You are also going to be encountering some competition. You do need to be able to hold your own and keep going forward. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you do actually have the Hermit card upright. A lot of you who are currently single and available may actually find yourselves at the beginning of or continuing to develop something that you can't necessarily reach out and grab right now with somebody. This is probably a very deep, very strong connection that is either getting established or, again, evolving with somebody that may be out of arm's reach. Maybe there's a distance involved there, or maybe just a lack of availability this week, but it's there. For those of you who are currently coupled, well, the Hermit card upright is indicating your partner is actually also going through a very strong, cocoon process, going through their own deep emotional transformation. And you are also noticing they may be going through a bit of a shift in terms of their social preferences and what socially resonates with them amongst friends and relatives. And this could actually bring out a change in them that you are not used to having around, but would be a lot of fun to get to know. So that is what you've got. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.